Hi, it's Micah. Today I'm really excited because I was gifted this deck, the Solitary Witch Oracle by Lucy Cavendish and artwork by Lady Victoria. I was gifted this deck by my sister. It was my Christmas present, and I know I'm late. Things have been going on, so I haven't been able to get to it, but now I'm getting to it and I'm so happy to finally be getting to it. And I'm just really excited to open this deck, to look at it and explore it and flip through it with you. And I hope you enjoy it, and I'm really excited. Okay, so let me get the plastic off. Be right back. I got the plastic wrapping off. So before I open it, I just wanted to say, my sister gave me this for Christmas. Almost around the same time, I believe, she and I individually came across this artist, Lady Victoria, across some of her artwork. I sent one of her art pieces to my sister, and I think she almost exactly around the same time sent an art piece to me. And they were, it's because like the image on the piece, I was like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of me and my sister. I'm gonna send it to her. And she almost, she essentially did the exact same thing. We found a comfort in this artwork. It became like a sentimental thing for my sister and I. Anyway, long story short, rambling here. That was to preface and say that I am biased. I am biased because this artwork anyway holds a sentimental spot in my heart between my sister and me. Let's get into it. So I am biased. So I just wanted to put that out there. I'm biased about the artwork, which I don't think is going to deter me from whatever the oracle aspect of it will tell, but it might influence me, it might not, but we'll see. Okay, let's open the box. Oh, and it's in a 2-piece box with a little thumb cut out. Let's see if I can, there you go. You can see the side of it there. Let's look at the back. Who are you? The universe asks. I am, you reply, the witch who walks alone. Wherever there are humans, there are solitary witches, independent emissaries of magic who love others but adore the companionship of the free and the wild even more. If ever you have yearned for moon-kissed mysteries, kinship with wildflowers, and ecstatic connections with nature and her cycles, you have felt a witch's wisdom stirring within. You may dwell deep in the forest or in an apartment within the very heart of a city. Wherever you abide, the whispers of the elements, plants, creatures, and cosmos infuse your world with fascination and freedom. This enchanting oracle is an illuminating tapestry of insight, comfort, healing, and practical guidance for awakening your charms and senses. Together, the spark of Lucy Cavendish's prose and Lady Victoria's alluring hand-painted imagery invoke profound rememberings to draw back the veil and celebrate your magical soul. Your new journey begins. So this is a deck of 45 cards and a 180-page guidebook. So one thing I don't know is if Lady Victoria's art pieces came first and then the oracle was created, or if the oracle was created and then the art pieces, or if they were both simultaneously created at the same time. I don't know. Maybe the guidebook will tell us. We'll see. Okay. Hello. It's a blank sheet, so my camera is having a hard time focusing on what it's supposed to focus on. There we go. So it was a it was a protective cover. Then we have the guidebook. Oh, look at the back. Okay. May all your readings be magical and ever so blessed, dearest solitary witch, Lucy Cavendish. Oh. Okay. Let's pop into this real quick. Set that aside for a second. This was printed in 2024. And then, let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. Contents. Introduction. Then card messages. Then about the author and about the artist. Intro. Introduction. There is like a story format in the very first couple of pages that really just speaks on what a solitary witch is, where she may have come from, and perhaps how you can resonate being a solitary witch. There is something I wanted to include, and it is this sentence right here. She, and let me be sure to say that she isn't always she, but we will call her so, for goddess knows he has been the default long enough. So I just wanted to include that in the video because she included it in the guidebook. There was, I read through the introduction and I actually cried. But let me tell you, it was nothing like bad, nothing sad, nothing like that. But she included some things that I've literally lived and experienced and have done myself in my own life. And it resonated with me so much that, I don't know, it just really spoke to my heart and spoke to my soul. So that's the only reason why I cried, not because it's anything sad or anything like that. She includes a lot in this introduction. I don't want to just like give away her entire book on camera. So I'm going to flip through. I think there was something else I wanted to point out and share. Oh, this, I mean, as the title says, solitary witch. You do not have to be a witch to use this oracle, but it is heavily inspired by magical practices and witchy practices. And she includes a lot of witchy, practices in this and how to apply it into your own craftsmanship or your own practice. So if you're not very witchy, but you do tarot and oracle, you can still obviously use this. But if you are someone who wants to focus on practicing this in a very magical way, she goes deeply into giving you ways to incorporate this into a witchy practice. This is actually a very beginner-friendly, I don't know as far as the cards go because we haven't gotten into the cards yet, but as far as the guidebook goes, this is a very beginner, newbie-friendly guidebook because she goes through each step that someone would take for executing their oracle reading or a tarot reading practice or oracle reading practice. So she goes over shuffling the cards. She goes over even being in your own reading space. She goes over into tuning into your cards, first she says even how to greet the cards, how to connect with the cards, how to shuffle the cards, how to cut the deck, how to pull the card, how to lay out a card spread, and then how to, she does uprights and reversals as options. She also tells you how to cleanse the cards and how to close out a reading. So it's all like, if you've never done an oracle reading yourself, if you've never, if you're a brand new beginner, like she goes through step by step on how to do it. She also includes like what kinds of questions to ask, cards that leap out. She goes over a lot of stuff. How to cleanse. Let's see. Oh, and then here's the thing I was talking about. Enchanting your readings. So like essential oils you can use, crystal companions you can use, herbal helpers you can use, objects to enhance readings. Then she has card layouts. She has recommended card a day practice. She has spreads. The Celtic Cross, Lucy's version, variations on a 3-card spread. Like it goes on. Okay. Oh, I love this part. She said, "Don't limit yourself, beautiful witch. Be creative, daring, respectful, and dedicated to your with your cards. Develop that deep friendship with them, the kind that ensures all your readings come from a sacred place of love and trust." Oh, there was something else. It was cute how she talks about the deck throughout the introduction as if it has, definitely has a personification in it. And with that personification, it's a solitary witch itself. And I just thought that was so cute. And I loved how she included that. Okay. So then it jumps to the card. Hello. Come on now. There you go. To the card messages. And then, so I'll flip through that in a little bit, but let's go ahead and bring out the cards. Oh, I did want to see if she included, oh, look at that photo. Beautiful. I did want to see if she included whether she clarified if the artwork came first, or if her writings came first, or if they were done deliberately to fit together. And there's the photo of Lady Victoria. So no, I didn't see anything, and of course I could have missed it. I didn't see anything stating how the artwork and how the descriptions, the prose, how they were determine how they were pieced together. Maybe I can find that out some other time. But anyway, let's get into the deck. So the box is larger than the deck, and that was to, of course, fit the guidebook. So the box perfectly fits the guidebook with no extra space jolting around as far as the guidebook goes, but then the cards are smaller than the guidebook, or the guidebook is larger than the cards, whatever. So pull this out. Pretty purpley lavender. Come on now. Camera's all so fidgety. Come on, honey. Anyway, it's a really beautiful purple lavender color on the inside. The cards, and they're bound by, I believe it's a paper. Already an oh dear. It is bound by just a paper feeling clasp here. Do you see what I see? Oh no! There's an edging going around the card on the back, and I don't know why that may be. It kind of looks like a smudging. But it's definitely from, or at least it appears to have this slight purpley tinge. So it kind of looks like it was rubbed off from the box. Okay, we'll have to look into that further in a little bit. So let's get into the deck, the cards. Oh, the back. Well, maybe I was able to get most of that rubbing off, but not the edges. So that's really interesting and a little confusing, but okay, let's just start with the cards. So they're numbered and titled, I suppose. And I love how the image stretches to the top of the card. And then there is a border, but it's a pretty thin border on the edges. I appreciate that. Okay. Number 2, her herb garden. And my camera does not do the color full justice. So the painting, the woman's skin tone appears just a shade darker in actuality. And then these roses on the side, it's almost a perfect depiction, but just not totally. So please bear that in mind. It's just in person, there's just a bit more vibrancy to all of the colors and a bit more deep richness to all of the colors. So just please bear that in mind. Like, my camera is not perfect. Her herb garden. I love that. This is gorgeous. The Beltane lover. Ooh. Number 4, look closer. She is not lonely. Oh. I wonder, I might try and fiddle with Let's see. I might, Lord, there's cat hair everywhere. I wonder if I should try to fiddle with the exposure. Brightness down just a scoosh. So I tried to fiddle with the camera settings a little bit to try and get what it's picking up to more closely translate the colors of the cards in person, and that helped. I don't know if it helped at all. As you're watching, as I'm flipping through, just please bear in mind, and maybe I'll just do this and I'll let it, because that helps a little. Just imagine just a hair richer and a hair deeper pigment to the cards. This is beautiful though. Okay. I think this was the image, if I remember correctly, or I think it was this one that my sister and I shared with each other. Number 5, the comforts of friendship. Number 6, she sleeps with the stars. The dance of water. The healing tree at Litha. Oh, look at this one. Yule's Night, number 9. The wolf. Oh, I'm in love. Oh my gosh. Number 10, the next journey beckons. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I mean, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's intriguing. I was talking about the cat. Look at the little black cat and his little smirk. How cute. I think, oh my god, there are, okay, let me see. There's at least 1, 2, 3. I'm not certain, but those look like unicorns. How fun. Was that 10? Yes. 11. The witch shows her daughter the moon. Oh my gosh. How beautiful. Number 12. Her knowledge runs deep. Number 13, the 13th. Uh-oh. What is that? The 13th. It looks like an F. FSBAT. I don't know what I'm missing here. Anyway. The little fox companion sleeping on her dress. Number 14, self-initiation. This is gorgeous. It's so magical. And I just have this feeling of just peace and calm and serenity looking at this. and also healing and acceptance. This card has touched me. This is beautiful. $15, Sweet Ostara Harvest. There's some constellations in the sky. I don't see any animal friend in this one. That's okay. Number 16, Was She Once a Selkie? Oh my gosh. Look at all the little seals looking back at her. That's precious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, 7, I believe. That is so cute. 17, There Are Other Conversations. Wow. $18, Her Book of Shadows. $19, The Gathering. I love how it's almost hard to tell, like, because the white up here looks like snow might be sitting on the branches, but then all the colorful dots floating around, is that snowflakes? Are those flower petals? And then she has this beautiful garland headpiece. There's some kind of flower or herb in her hair and her hair as well. And then there's foliage down here. It's like, is this winter? Is this spring? Who's to say? Number 20, The Maiden and the Imbolc Lamb. Okay, that little lamb. The little lamb is so precious, but at the same time, I could see it being like, don't sneak up on my friend when she's got her back turned. I'm gonna protect her. Maybe that's just me. 21, Magickal Manifestations. I appreciate that tattooed people are depicted in this deck. And there's so many cats. There's a black cat here. There's a gray cat here. There's a statue cat here. Fun. Oh my gosh, look at this one. The Maiden, the Mother, the Crone. Number 22. Yes. Okay. I love this one. Look at this mother. Look at her. She is so gorgeous. So beautiful. They all are. And can you see it sitting on the cauldron? That's an adorable little frog with his little legs crossed. The deer, the peacock. Wow. the castle way in the back. "23. Spells from the Hearth." That looks, it's such a cozy, inviting, warm environment. Like, I wish I was there. I wish I was there, curled up, snuggled next to the cat. 24. The Crone in Winter. I appreciate how, yes, it's the crone. Yes, it's winter. But here in the back, there's a cabin, and it has smoke billowing from the roof, which, of course, it would be a chimney, but we can't actually see the chimney. So, despite it being wintertime and all of the associations that come with, all the associations that come with winter and crone and those correspondences and those energies, there's still warmth and there's still safety and security that's shown and depicted. And then the crone's face here, there's just this gentle smile. And there is movement. Her dress is being blown in the wind. Her braids, her hair is frayed a little, coming undone, but she still has that gentle smile. Like, I just appreciate that it's not so bleak. It's not so scary and lifeless and dreadful. Like, there's still hope and there's still comfort to be found. "24. 25. Ancestors and Apples." This one has little fairies. Oh, there's a little fairy down here too. Cute. Oh, that one is too, a little fairy. "26. Nearing Skyclad." I love how so often, not every time, but very often, Lady Victoria puts some type of flower or plant or even leaves in the hair. I think that's just an elegant touch. "Spells of Rose and Cacao." Oh. That little kitty is so cute. It's like the little kitty is smelling the brew. And it's like, can you share? It smells delicious. "A Samhain Sending." "29. The Releasement." It does appear rain might be falling. I wonder if that was intentional, or like if that was intentionally meant to appear as rain falling, or if it was just it's just the brush strokes perhaps from the paint. I'm not sure. I kind of want to look in the guidebook on this one. I'm going to set it over here to remind myself. Like, that's the one I want to look at in the guidebook. 30. The fretful times come. When fretful times come. "31. The company of trees." And this is the cover artwork. I think I want to look at this one too, because this one personally resonates with me a lot. I come from a place that looks a lot like this, and I'm currently living in a place that looks nothing like this. And one of my biggest longings for home since we've moved away has been for the trees. "32. And sometimes she changes." Oh, wow. That is powerful. How cute. 33. Once upon another time. The little unicorn. 34. The blessing and the banishing candle. This appears to me to be the same crone from, what was it called? The crone in winter, or something along that line. Her hair, the braids are coming unwrapped, but she still has that gentle smile. And I appreciate in this one, more than the previous one with the crone, this one, because it's a larger image of her, you can make out the wrinkles on her face and just the result of experience that manifests physically. That's beautiful. 35. A gentle path of inspiration. So this is the image my sister sent to me, because for many years I had red hair, like vibrantly this red, and I think it's stuck in my family's like internal mind's eye when they imagine me as still having red hair. I haven't had red hair for quite a while, but even my brother-in-law calls me a redhead. So, and then the sweet precious little kitty, and then the owl watching over. A gentle path of inspiration. Oh my God, and this was it. Look at the little baby mouse. He's coming up. He's going to take that muffin. He's going to take a nibble out of that little muffin. Oh, I love it. I love it. 36. The witch's house. 36. Did I say 36? I meant 36. 37. Her little cauldron. Oh, that's adorable. It really is a teeny tiny little cauldron right there in her lap. That's beautiful. This is the type of tree This is a grandmother tree. This tree is grandmother, and she is so welcoming, and she is the home and the comfort, and I miss her so much. Oh my God, this is stunning. 38. The milk of the mother flows. Oh my God, how gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. 39. The Garden of Hallowed Moonlight. 40. Oh gosh, I can't pronounce. This is either a Celtic, Gaelic, I'm not sure, but I'm not even going to try. 41. A broom of her own. They're the little bats. 42. She is moonlight shy. 43. The charging of her wand. 44. She is 1,000 flowers. Wow. That's just a beautiful title. She is 1,000 flowers. That's a beautiful statement. That's a beautiful title. 45. Transcendent amidst the everyday. Oop. Beautiful. So that was the deck. Okay. And then I wanted to look in the guidebook for these two cards, about these two cards. Let me pull this out. So we have number 29, the releasement. So, and each card description has the image in black and white, the title and the number, and then a description, a meaning, I guess an upright meaning, and then a reversed meaning. The releasement. Mabon is rising, and the change is upon her. She shivers as first one leaf, then another falls. Over the last cycle, she has seen the leaves change. The air's scent is filled with the turning, and the trees feel like they are drawing deep into themselves so as to make it through the hard times of cold. She knows, too, that when Mabon falls, the energy that rises will ask her to descend into her own darkness. It will ask her to strengthen herself, to make sure she is well physically and mentally, and to ready herself for the change. As the darkness grows and lengthens, there will be changes, even separations. You too, dear witch, are being asked to be more responsible, serious, earnest, and honest with yourself. Whether it is the autumnal equinox or any other time, when this card comes, we are asked to become more independent, to think for ourselves, and to be of help, to those who are vulnerable. These are days of complexity, and this is a time of balance before the dark consumes the light once again. There is serious consideration here, so contemplate what it is that needs to be released, to be taken by the wind, and for you to no longer attempt to have control over. The turning of the wheel of life has come, and it cannot be halted. We can only turn to. Meaning: dedication, energy, independence, intelligence, practicality, study, qualifications, self-improvement, higher standards, making peace, justice, airing grievances, and being sure of where one stands with others. Reversed: avoiding decisions, hesitating to let go of what must change, working too hard to keep things just as they are, in denial of the need to consider a new time, refusing to let the old fall away, fear of a void opening up, resistance to clearing and making space. And then the other one I wanted to look at, 31, the company of trees. The company of trees. She felt troubled and restless, for her soul was yearning for the solace of belonging to Mother Earth and all her creatures. She knows she will find a place there, within the company of trees. Within the green church, she has heard the voice of the great Mother Witch, who told her she was as blessed and beautiful as the forest. Within the arms of the trees, she felt unique, beloved, and a deep, unshakable belonging. She chose to watch the full moon rise one night, quietly, in contemplation and exultation. She chose to feel into the pines and to simply observe. She did not think or even consider, or was conscious, but was living within sensation, bathed in a light that had known other worlds, blessed to be alive. Her every cell sang with a gratitude that is its own kind of ecstasy. She felt the bliss of being in quiet companionship with the familiar, who understands, who knows what she feels and why before she does herself. There packed a comfort and the silence a friend. There is naught but the breathing in and out of the familiar in the trees, and the breathing in and out of every living thing and the planet herself. And she begins to breathe and slow within them in unison, with them in unison. In a world that others would describe as fearful or lonely, she has found the wild peace of the solitary witch. Pines cleanse, and she feels like everything foolish and willfully fretful and vexatious is far, far away from her. She is untouchable in her peace. She is home, and her whole world is freedom. Meaning: a time of tranquility and oneness, deep and true peace from a sense of belonging to the world, being loved by the world, feeling at home within the world and within the self, being understood by those around you, even if they are unlike you. Reversed: a sense of being separate from those around you and the natural world, not flowing in unison with all that is, restless, unsure, unsettled. Oh man, wow. That's everything I was feeling when I looked at this card. Let me see. So this is a fairly large deck. I don't have anything to compare it to near me, and I'm not going to get up and do it. So I might struggle a little bit with shuffling. But she did say in her guidebook, she did not recommend shuffling. Oh my God, words. I'm out of words. She suggested, if you have petite hands, to hold the cards this way and shuffle like this. Okay. If your hands are wide enough and strong enough, long enough, of course you can do this way if you wish. She did not comment one way or another on riffle shuffling. That is my preferred way to shuffle. I'm not good at it, but there doesn't seem to be any issue as far as riffle shuffling goes. It did it well enough. Of course, I'm not a master at shuffling. It does seem to possibly cause a little bow in it, but you could always shuffle it back the opposite way. Or you can do as she recommended and just overhand shuffle. It does have that, it's like a matte or semi-matte rose petally feel. So the cards do stick a little. So that's why I was getting like chunks when I was trying to shuffle it. But they feel like strong cards that will withstand with significant use, in my opinion. So this has been the Solitary Witch Oracle. I am impressed with, of course, the artwork, just because, I mean, I am biased, but I do think the artwork is beautiful. I am pleasantly impressed with the language, with the prose, the written descriptions from Lucy Cavendish. I think it's beautifully written. I think this could be a deck for beginners, for brand new readers, or for anyone, regardless of their length of experience. It feels like such a gentle, it feels so gentle to me. Gentle and welcoming and loving, but not like overly like mushy, gushy, like it just feels so gentle. I don't have a better adjective for it. Like I'm peaceful, perhaps. Anyway, I'm so excited to delve deep into this deck and get to know the cards and the descriptions and see the vast array of all the things that can be touched on, because it did seem to me that the Wheel of the Year was covered. I think there was a card for each Sabbath. So theoretically, this should be able to be used year-round. As far as like an overall, it doesn't seem to lean one way or another as far as like themes or vibes or energies go, at least not upon, first inspection. So if you're interested in how this works long-term, please just leave me a comment and tell me you're interested and you're curious, want to know how things turn out long-term, or in particular uses, or alongside maybe a tarot deck. I think that would be interesting, is finding a tarot deck that complements this deck. Actually, one second. I'm gonna grab one. I want to see if these two could work together. This is the Wild Wolf Tarot. This is the first edition. There is a second edition out, but this is the first. Let me just see, out of curiosity. investment. And I do shuffle in reversals, so that's why some will be upside down. This one. This one, the way that bruh. Okay. To me, this works. For me, I'm not huge on perfect aesthetics for an accompaniment. That doesn't really bother me too much, as long as they're not like obviously very different energies. These don't perfectly match or perfectly flow and as far as the artwork goes, because this one is very minimal. This one obviously has a lot of detail to it, and the color palettes are not entirely the same. This one is a muted and limited color palette, and then this one, I mean, it's pretty full range color palette, but it works for me. Oh, let me look at, what was this one? 13. Esbat. E-S-B-A-T. Okay. Or that might be pronounced in another way. Not sure how that's properly pronounced if it's not Esbat. Okay. But anyway, I think these, for me, this is what I'm going to pair it with for the time being. But if you have other ideas as to what the Solitary Witch Oracle could be paired with, leave me a comment and tell me, because I might want to try out your recommendation for that. So yeah, so that's been the Solitary Witch Oracle by Lucy Cavendish, and artwork by Lady Victoria. I'm in love. And I feel such a warm, comforting, gentle, peaceful energy from this. If you have another vibe that you get from this, I'm curious as to what vibe you feel from this. Please let me know. Let me know what you think. Is this something you're interested in? Is this something you might be interested in picking up for yourself? Or does this not match your vibe or your aesthetic? I'm curious to know. But that's going to do it for today. I've rambled on long enough. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And I hope to see you again very soon. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.